Hi friends, in this video today you will come to know about how you can develop the effective communication skills. In this video we are going to define and understand the communication and the communication process, and also there are a list of filters and barriers in communication process, and also how you can overcome those barriers in the communication process. And you will also understand how you can improve and practice the active listening, and tips to improve the verbal and non-verbal communications. First of all, understand what is communication. As we know that it is the art of transmitting the information, ideas, attitude from one person to another person. So communication is the process of meaningful interaction among the human beings. When we interact with someone, so we are sharing each other's ideas, informations, and thoughts and thought processes. Communication is essential because of there are several reasons are given here, because for the personal process also we require the communication, and communication is always occur between the two peoples, and it changes the behavior in the peoples. When we communicate, automatically it changes the behavior, because depend upon our communication, it depend upon the listener who is listening or who is interacting with us. Okay, so therefore communication also involves in changing the behavior, and it also means to influence the other. So how we can influence other? With the help of the communication. Okay, if we have effective communication, we can influence the others. And the communication gives us the expression of thoughts and emotions through words and actions. Okay, so it might be verbal or non-verbal communication by which we can produce the thoughts, and we can convey those thoughts to the others, and also we can communicate with actions sometimes. And there are several tools nowadays we are using, okay, for controlling and motivating peoples. Like I'm using one of the tool. So this video, it is also a tool for motivating the peoples. It is a social and emotional process, because human is a social animal. So socially, if you want to connect with the society, and emotionally if you want to connect with somebody, the communication is the only way by which you can socially and emotionally you can communicate with the peoples. What are the most common ways we communicate? There are four common ways I have shown in this slide. The first is a spoken words. When we hear something, okay, so hearing is also one of the type of communication. Okay, most common way is the spoken words. Second is the written words. Okay, third is a visual images. Fourth is a body language. Okay, visual images like movies, short films, videos. Okay, and spoken words or audios. Written words, when we write something. Okay, so written words also convey the messages. And body language, if somebody is performing the mime act, then with that mime act also we can understand what he's going to convey the audience. There are types of communication: downwards communication, upward communication, and horizontal communication. In downward communication, what happen when a boss gives the order to his juniors? Okay, So juniors has to follow whatever the instructions and whatever the order has passed by his or her seniors. So if this type of communication is taking place, then we say this communication as downward communication, because the higher authority is communicating with the lower authority. In upward communication, what happens? Uh, if boss has gave the order, okay, now the junior is communicating with the higher officials or his boss for seeking the approval or conveying the process or the problem or informing about a particular information or giving back the feedback. So this type of communication is called as upward communication. The third is horizontal communication. When we are working in the office, okay, there are few our colleagues will be there working with us. So if we are communicating with our colleagues, our friends, our peers, okay, so this level of communication is called as horizontal communication. Okay. In modern business environment, communication extends beyond written and spoken words to listen words. Visual dimensions added by TV, computer has given a new meaning to communication. Right. In communication networks, we have formal network and informal network. So in formal network, virtually vertical as per chain go command within the hierarchy. And in formal network is free to move in any direction, may skip formal chain of command, likely to satisfy social and emotional needs, and also can facilitate task accomplished. It means that the formal network, which has certain rules, norms. So if you are following that chain, so we have to obey whatever the commands are there, and we have to go with that hierarchy. If we are not following that hierarchy, we are not having that chain of command. Okay. So if we skip that, and if we try to satisfy socially, emotionally to the peoples whom we communicate, that is called informal network. So this is hierarchy level, which gives you the clear idea about upward communication and downward communication. And also you can see the horizontal communication. Okay, there are three supervisor 1 2 3, and all three are communicating with each other, so the level remains same. Okay, when the level remains same, so this is called horizontal communication. And if you see other side of the screen, the left side of the screen, at the top executive director is there. Executive director is communicating vice president, and vice president is communicating AGM, and AGM is communicating manager to supervisor, supervisor to foreman. Then this communication is called as downward communication. If foreman communicating supervisor, supervisor to manager, manager to AGM, AGM to vice president, and vice president to executive director, then it is called upward communication. Now this slide will tell you about how the communication process take place. If there are two people, sender and receiver is there. Okay, whenever we send any information, that is in encoded form, and receiver decodes that and receives the actual message. So in between sender and receiver, we require the medium, because without medium, the sender cannot send and receiver cannot receive. If two persons are communicating with each other, there is a media called air between them. So if air is not between them, whatever the sender sends, receiver cannot receive. Okay, so therefore the medium is most important. Next is feedback or response. After receiving the message, receiver can respond to that or gives the feedback. Okay. So there are certain barriers also. We have in communication process barriers. Okay. So without barriers, no communication channels are available. So there are certain barriers we can face in the sender's end or receiver's end. Okay. What are all those barriers in the communications? Noise. Because of noise, there might be not proper communication between the peoples. Inappropriate medium, whatever the medium we are using, that might be inappropriate, hence that time also the communication will not be take place. Assumptions and misconceptions is also the barrier for the communication. Emotions, one people emotion cannot be understood by other, so that will also a kind of barrier in the communication. Language differences, if one person is using one language, another person is using another language, so one cannot understand the other language, that will also lead for the barriers to communication. Poor listening skills. Okay. So poor listening skill is also a barrier, and distraction. Okay. Now, hearing versus listening. Okay. So simply hearing whatever we are hear from our ear, right? So that is hearing, but it might not be remembered for longer period. We might forget it. Okay, but listening is not like that. Listening is something different. Okay, hearing physical process, natural and the passive, but whereas the listening is physical as well as the mental process, active learned process, a skill. Okay, listening is hard. You must choose to participate in the process of listening. Okay, the value of the listening. Listening to others is an elegant art. It is not that much easy. Okay, hearing is very easy, but listening is not that much easy. It is one kind of art. And good listening reflect the courtesy and good manners. Listening carefully to the instructions of superiors improve competence and performance. Okay, listening also improves our competence, our performance, and enhances the knowledge. The result of poor listening skill could be distress in business, employment, and social relations. Okay, it might destroy our social relations. We may lose our jobs. We may get losses in our business because of the poor listening skills. A good listening can eliminate a number of imaginary grievances of employees. A good listening skill can improve social relations and conversations. And also, it develops the positive activity rather than the passive or negative activity. So, these are the some of the important things of the value of the listening. Essentials of communication. What are do's? Always think ahead about what you are going to say. Use simple words and phrases that are understood by everybody. and increase your knowledge on all subject you are required to speak. Speak clearly and audibly. Check twice with the listener whether you have been understood accurately or not. In case of any interruption, always do a little recap of what has been already said. Always pay undivided attention to the speaker while listening. Okay. Right now I am speaking. If you are carefully, attentively, if you are hearing me and processing in your mind, that is the listening. Okay. While listening, always make notes of important points. Always ask for clarification if you have failed to grasp others' point of view. Repeat what the speaker has said to check whether you have understood accurately. So these are the do's of communications. What you need to, what you don't need to do in the communication is, do not instantly react and mutter something in anger, and do not use technical term and terminologies not understood by majority of people, and do not speak too fast or too slow, and do not speak in inaudible surroundings as you won't be heard or hurt. Do not assume that everybody understands you. While listening, do not glance here and there as it might distract the speaker. And do not interrupt the speaker. Do not jump to the conclusion that you have understood everything. So, these are the don'ts of the communications. So, how to improve the existing level of the communication? To improve your existing level of the communication, first of all, improve the language in whichever the language you speak with the people. It might be English, Kannada, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, or Punjabi. In any language, you may take any language. Okay, improve your language and improve pronunciations, and work on voice modulation, and also work on your body language. Sometimes people speak something and their body language suggests something. Okay, so the wrong messages or the bad communication will take place between the peoples. So therefore, improve your body language also. Read more and listen more. Avoid reading or watching or listening unwanted literature, gossip, media presentations, etc. Nowadays, gossip and media presentations are listened by most of the peoples, and they are getting distracted. So don't watch the unwanted media presentations and don't read unwanted literatures. Interact with qualitative people rather than the quantitative people. Okay, improve on your topic of discussion. Practice meditation and good thoughts. Think and speak. Don't speak and think. Okay, first you think and then speak. Do not speak too fast. Use simple vocabulary. Do not speak only to impress someone. Okay, sometimes it happens. We want to impress someone and we keep on speaking. Okay, so do not speak only to impress someone. Look presentable and confident. Okay, so these are the ways how you can improve your existing level. And also, you need to improve your body language also. There are certain tips. Keep appropriate distance while communicating with he or she. Touch only when appropriate or needed. Take care of your appearance. Okay, so whenever you are coming out from your home, first check your appearance. Okay, so the proper wearing should be there, proper grooming should be there. Be aware, people may give false cues. Okay, and maintain eye contact. This is most important thing in our body language. So when you speak confidently, so maintain eye contact properly. This really improves your body language. Smile genuinely, not too much. Okay, so genuine smile is very good for your body language. So kindly try to improve your smile genuinely. Okay, and success for you. Okay, in the new global and diverse workplace requires excellent communication skills. If you follow all these things which I told in my video, definitely you will be the successful one. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you have any question, so you can give me feedback, so I will get you. Thank you very much.